What's good, everyone? My name is Marcel. I am a 22-year-old making around 30k a month in the online business and high ticket sales arena. And my mission is to help you guys accomplish the exact same thing and teach you how to do that. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you get started with high ticket sales, become an elite closer, and actually land your first role. And this is going to be a plan to get you to 10k a month within the next 182 days. First thing we must understand is exactly what high ticket sales or remote closing is. And it's very simple. All it is there is a business and there is a customer, and you are simply the person in between who makes the deal happen. To put it simply, you are just selling expensive things for people with businesses. For example, take people like Iman Gadzi, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, for example. These people all sell high ticket offers and they need people to sell those offers for them. As the online business arena expands, there is an abundance of coaches and consultants and business owners who need high quality sales reps. This means there is an abundance of opportunity for you guys to take advantage of. All you need to do in order to take advantage of this opportunity is place yourself in one of these businesses, be competent enough to see if people are going to be a good fit to work with the business, and if they are, prescribe the solution. In order to do this, you must be able to communicate effectively and be competent in the art of sales. Wonderful. So now that we know exactly what high ticket sales is, we must understand how to actually start. The first thing I did, and what I would suggest to anyone else starting out, is to get started as an appointment setter or a SDR. Once again, we must understand exactly what appointment setting is. Remote sales reps and closers must get their leads from somewhere. The coach or consultant that you're going to work with, they will already have warm leads coming in. Your job as an appointment setter is to book that appointment in for the sales call. You'll either be booking these appointments in via DM or by the phone, and it'll be a very brief conversation just to see if they're qualified and they are able to actually get on a sales call with the sales team, and if they are, you book in the appointment. The reason this is the best place to start is because it gives you a good understanding of the industry you're in, the offer that you're on, the avatar and the customer that you're actually working with, what their problems are and what they need as a solution. This puts you in the best position to be a closer in that company when you understand it in depth. Our goal is going to be to spend the next 1 to 2 months setting appointments for a business and eventually moving into a closing role. The reason we're going to start with appointment setting is because there isn't much barrier to entry and it is achievable for anyone with a relatively good work ethic. After a month or two of setting, we will then transfer into closing because it is much easier to get to those 10k months as a closer than it is as a setter. So how do you actually get that appointment setting role? The first two ways to actually land your first role are going to be Instagram cold outreach and Facebook pages. There are countless coaches and consultants that you can reach out to via Instagram and Facebook. DM them and say, hey Mark, I really love what you're doing with your business. I would love to join your team as an appointment setter. Please let me know if you have any room on your team. You can send this as a video, you can send it as a voice message, you can send it as a DM, it doesn't really matter if you want to make it more personal. There are also thousands of job postings in high ticket sales Facebook pages such as these. Repeat the same outreach process with these coaches on the Facebook pages. Send out 1,000 DMs a week, and within the first 2 weeks you should have multiple opportunities to choose from. Once you have landed this role, you have to work as hard as possible in that role and do as much volume as possible, because not only is this going to get you the best results and make you the most money in that role, but it's going to put you in a position to eventually become a closer. As you are killing this appointment setting role, you should be generating between 3,000 to 5,000 a month. After a month or two of this setting role, you are then going to go to the sales director or coordinator of that business, and you are going to ask to transition into a closing role. But assuming you've earned that opportunity and they say, fine, get on a couple calls, then it's time to start closing. Now, the key to becoming a killer closer is the same as it is with appointment setting. The key word I want you guys to remember is volume. The more calls you take, the more feedback you get. You know what you did well, you know what you did poorly. You can then iterate and go back and get better and sell more with every call. Once you actually get that job, you must do that job to the best of your ability. Here are a few key things that I actually learned early on in my sales career that helped me start closing. Number one is conviction. Conviction in what you are selling. You must genuinely believe that what you are selling is going to help this person, else you will not speak with enough conviction to actually get them over the line. The second thing is empathy. You must be able to effectively place yourself in the other person's shoes so you can understand their problems and make them feel understood. If you just feel like you're selling to them, they won't buy. Which leads into my next point, which is the third thing, which is getting out of the customer and salesperson frame. In order to actually sell effectively, you must be able to just have a conversation in a human human to human frame. If someone feels like they're being sold to by a salesperson, they will not buy. You must be able to effectively tap into that human to human connection and actually connect with this person. The more genuine the conversation is, the more you'll close. Adapt the frame and the thinking of this is just a conversation with another person. There's a lot more to this. Sales is very deep in psychology, persuasion, influence, and things like that, but these few things should help you close your first couple of deals. Take as many calls as possible. I remember when I first started, I had my schedule open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so that people could book in at any time, because I understood the volume is what was going to make me a good closer. Work your way up, progressively hone your skills, get better at the art of sales, and also progressively get on a better offer, selling higher ticket products. After closing for about 2, 3, 4 months, you will now be at the 182 day mark, and you should be generating around that 10K a month mark. This is what I did, and this is how long it took me, so I have no doubt that you guys can do the same thing. But now it is obviously time to work, put your head down, focus, and attack this mission every day relentlessly. I hope this video was of value and provided you with more clarity moving forward. If you still have any questions or need advice, my DMs are open. Thank you and peace.